Giving it all we got, giving it all we can, giving it all we got. Oh, climbing up to the top of the world, no fear, we're gonna make it. Everything we want is ours. Whoa.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing? Craig here. And my life on the Thai farm, where it's I don't know what time it is, probably just after 8. I stopped wearing my watch, like, I don't know, could have been even last year by now, mostly because it got so much cement and everything in there that the pin that holds the band on broke, and I got it replaced, and it's not an original, and so it keep breaking. And I wore a watch my whole life, man. Nah, I don't wear a watch. I'm retired. I might wear one if I go travel or something, but I might, because I have, you know, a couple good watches that I can wear when I go traveling. But or if I go traveling, actually, you know, I should take my Seiko and you know, travel with it, so that if I run across the actual Seiko guy that has the Seiko band pins, because not just any pin will do with a chronograph. Anyway, trying to be lazy this morning because it's gonna get so hot today. It's been well over 100 for days, for a week probably. Forecast is it continues for another week or so. It's just too hot, man. Too hot to make videos. I made a couple of videos, but I had a hard time even watching the video myself. Today I gotta check on the water, make sure the water tanks are full. But the other pond over there, we drained this one, remember? So we'll collect some of that stuff, clean it up a little bit, put some lime in there and stuff, bacteria eating products or whatever, before the water starts to seep through and percolate back in here. But I don't know, we may even have to put water in this year, because all the farms around have been just dumping water, one, to flood their fields for rice, which I can understand, but in the local, like, some farms have big old reservoirs, not even this pond, like 5 times the size of this pond or whatever, and I see them out there. I'm running a scooter through there in the early morning or late afternoon when it's just a little bit cooler, and anyway, they're just filling those reservoirs up, man. I think maybe they get the intel that there's going to be some drought conditions. We never really get severe drought conditions here in this, you know, in Compang Pit, or in this side of Compang Pit. You know, just up north of us in Tak, or south of us, and, you know, Nakhon and all that stuff. These areas I see on the weather maps and the farm maps that they get droughts, man, all of Thailand, but we get protected a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the hills up here, we're close to the border of Myanmar. But this is, I think, well, I already know anyway, it's an ideal farming province. That's because of the landscape or whatever. I was just reading last week or something, because of the geographic kind of setup, this land becomes most fertile in the country. So there you go. But the other pond, what I was saying about the water was, yeah, the other pond we have over here, man, in one day it dropped about, I don't know, that was probably 10 inches more, maybe even 13, 14 inches on the slant. I was like, what? I got a bunch of fish in there, man. I can't be having that water getting sucked down out of the water table, because everybody's, you know, filling their reservoirs up. I did actually attach the extension to the well like, you know, we have a well, it's about 9 meters down, shallow well, but the pipe that I have in there, it only goes down about, I don't know, 3 meters or something like that. But then I heard it when I turned the pump on. I heard it like kind of sucking air a little bit, and I was like, oh. So sure enough, I pulled the pipe out. I could see the whole pipe was dry until just the last part of it, you know. So that's not good. But easy enough. I just you know, took off the end piece or whatever and added the extension. So I gave it like another 4 meters with a piece of blue pipe that I had left over. I did have the one left over that I took off in the first place, was laying in the back, but it was old. It had a bunch of couplings on it, so I didn't want to use it. I just used a new one, put it back in there, and boom, we're back in business. So now at least I'll have, you know, a couple more meters worth of water in the well down there. Should take us through this part of the year with respect to, you know, any dryness or whatever. I'm just doing some farm talk here on the farm. Oh, but I still didn't finish what I was gonna do. So today, other than checking on my water and stuff, I'm gonna yesterday I did, if y'all remember, in this pond here I had this big old fountain thing I made from a defunct fountain thing I bought, and but it just, you know, just never really did the thing, because the, you know, the sprayer I got is, you know, it's a 5-inch flange on that thing or whatever, and going from a 4-inch mouth, which I think that's what the thing was, or even a 3-inch, to that would probably be enough. But I'm not pushing that 3-inch water. I was pushing 1 inch to 3/4, and then 3/4 all the way here back to 1 inch, and then 1 inch to, I think, a 2 and a 3 and a 4, something like that. So it lost all the volume tightness that it would need to spray the fountain good anyway. So I didn't care. It's been dormant for a while because it wasn't working really good, so I said forget it. Anyway, I cut all that pipe up, and I took just the 3/4 and I tapped it into the 1 inch that's on this side, and the well, and set it out over the pond on that side. And then I found this old piece of 3/4 that had a cap already on it. So I just drilled holes in the cap for a sprinkler, like, and set it out over there. I stuck it through the trees, and it's spraying out over the trees, which is cool enough. But this morning I'm gonna actually take that back out, and I'm gonna, you know, lay it down and put it in the water. I didn't have any elbows, so I have to go do that, you know, go on the scooter to the local store and get an elbow 90, and then yeah, make it so that the pipe goes across into the pond, and then I'll probably put it up. I'll go down there and I'll put a bamboo pole in the water and tie that post to it, or the pipe to it, so that the fountain, you know, sprays up vertically instead of right now it's kind of horizontal. But anyway, I fix up the little fountain there so that you know, in the mornings, like now, whatever, I can turn the water on and just add more water to that pond, kind of, you know, at the same time the fountain gives a little aeration to it, maybe cool it down. And unfortunately, that pond on both sides of the sala, it's like dug out, so it's a little deeper, and that's probably where the fish hang out now, because this weather is cooking that water. That's why I want to get in there too. Get in there before the sun's already up, but before it, I mean, it's probably already 92, but it doesn't feel like it. But yeah, I want to get in there before the water gets so hot. Last time we took water out of that pond, and there was still like about a foot of water everywhere during the hot season. I remember I couldn't put my foot in that water because it was that hot. Matter of fact, that's right. Now I remember it was so hot. I probably have that in videos. It was so hot that freaking fish cooked to death. Yeah, we had already taken all the fish out, but like the little fish that stay and hide or whatever, this, that, maybe even a couple catfish. Yeah, they didn't make it, man. They were dead in the water, literally. My cat's out there prowling the grounds. My wife cut back all the trees on that side of the pond. I don't know if you can probably see that, but she cut back all the trees along that ridge. And you know, just to clean it up this time of year, and also because, you know, the guy dug the new canal for us all the way across the property that way. For 1,500 baht with the macro. Oh man. At least even on the hot days, that's why I was gonna say, even on the hot days there's still a view. Oh man. Whoa. And the neighbor's still working on this property over there. They're putting up a wall around that nice house. And yeah, I'll show you real quick. I'm getting cobwebs. So yeah, I took the yellow pipe. I just ran it right up the tree, right through the tree, and pa-choo! So now it sprays into the pond. You can see here, as it is. See, this whole shoreline here has dropped, and you can see actually it's wet, like right about here. So that means it's been, you know, dry. As a matter of fact, you can see right there the brownness on the net. You know, although the net is also even fallen, so it's more. My boats are up on the, seemingly on the dirt now, because, you know, I'm losing water. Oh, this is probably a better example. You can see here, oh, it's wet, but it's pulled all the way back. Oh yeah, losing water, man. Well, I did clean up my shop a little bit, which, you know, you look at it, you're like, yeah, right. But the tables were full of the tools I've been using, and I bought a bunch more of these plastic containers from the 10 baht store or whatever up at Big C, and yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. What's that? There's like 22 of them. 22 different nails and screws. Who does that, man? Anyway, let me get this sorted and see if I can't make a video today. Jeez. All right, man. I'll get back at you. Yo. All right, well, this is that end I was talking about. I just got a little cap, and I just put holes in it. We already got some crap flying through there. Probably gonna have to clean those holes. There's a lot of pressure, so. This is old pipe too, so like when you use that old pipe and the pressure goes flying through there, it'll knock free all this little stuff I think I mentioned before. You know, it's kind of like an artery, right? Your pipe. And then over time, the walls of the artery build up, start to constrict. Actually, it makes more pressure. And then if a bigger piece comes through there, it'll hit something in the wall of the artery and knock free stuff like that. And then that stuff will get blocked right here on the end, just like it gets blocked on the end on the way to your heart and you have a heart attack, or blocked on the way to your brain and you have a stroke. The exact same thing. As a matter of fact, I think I probably remember in college classes them using a pipe, you know, as a model and showing us. But other than working with cadavers, you know. But yeah. So all I'm really gonna do here is ooh, dang, man.
get a drill or something. To take off about, I don't know. It's just how much I want for it to bend up, you know. So probably, well, the water's low. And if I remain here when the water's high, this thing needs to be about 1 meter or something, maybe a little higher. All right, I'll cut it right here. Probably water come out of here. This one's a little safer. Easy enough. Freshly charged. Great. Hit my camera. Well, before I do that, let me take it in here. Whoa. And see if I can't clean this end up a little bit. Maybe what I should do is actually, let me turn the fan on over here. Getting warm, man. This is probably like 20 years old, this piece I found buried. I found it actually, this piece buried in the dirt a long time ago, and I said, oh, that looks like something I could use, and I chucked it in my bin. So I saw a drill bit here. Yeah. Well, that ought to help. Whoa. Wow, yeah. Alrighty. A generous amount of PVC glue. Whoa. I think that's, you know what, I probably should have done this in the water while I stand there so I can get this right angle, but it's all right. I can probably wire it to the piece of bamboo. All right. Well, I got to get my waders on. They're hanging in the tree over there. So you can see he's over there. So what I gotta do here, whoa, bring this over here. Whoa, there's this tree right there. So I'm gonna have to bring up over this tree. There you go. go around and get it now. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be long enough. I might have to put a freaking extension on it. God dang it. That means I need two, what's that, 2 couplings, 2 3/4 couplings. So yeah, it's just above the knee right here. Set this over here. I don't want to drop my hammer in that water. I'll probably never find it. Come here, man. Oh. Whoa. I don't know, maybe. This is it right here. So it's definitely going to hit the trees. Maybe out here a little bit. Alright, man, I need both my hands for this. I just thought something. Because this is taller, the water's going to spray on the side here. It's gonna go right into this like that. I don't care. Good enough. We'll go see how it looks. Yeah, I think I gotta put an extension in there, man. This is what I did yesterday. I put that T in there. This intercepted this one just to make that fountain. Turn that on. Let's go. Watch, the pressure's too great and it breaks off on the zip tie. Whoa. Well, this is it, man. Woo! What do you think? That'll work. So, I guess in a little sense, it's, you know, aerating a little bit, and it's also just maybe cooling the water off, breaking the surface tension. The surface tension of the water is what really gets super hot during the hot, you know, time, which the fish do not like. So that'll break it, although it's not real pretty. I'm sure my wife has something to say about that, but maybe an extension. I'll get it out in the middle somewhere, make it look prettier. I do have this actually old one. This one I made this from actually that is a 3/4, and that's an adapter from a 3/4 to a 1 inch or something like that, or 1.5. And that one was pretty good before. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, the things we do here on the Thai farm. All right, man. Well, My used PVC art is still standing. These are old smoke bombs I put. It's funny too, because when I lit one, it was like the red one or something like that. My wife was like, "What's that smoke coming from?" Anyway, thanks for watching, and keep watching. And I got back at you with more waterworks here on the Tide Farm.